Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Hope you're doing well. So let's see today's problem. Make array elements unique. Okay, so what the problem is saying is we'll be given an array. Our task is to find the minimum number of increment operations required to make all the elements of the array unique. That is, no value in the array should occur more than once. In one operation, a value can be incremented by one only. Okay, so so today's problem, right? It's an interesting problem. So I'll make it very easy for you. So just one request to please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as at the end of the day the subscriptions motivate me to create videos for you. Okay, thank you so much. So let's quickly see this problem. So we'll be given an array. Okay, and what the problem is saying is the array may contain duplicates, right? And what we want to do is we want to make this array with unique elements. We want to have unique elements, right? And by doing certain increment operations we can make this array unique, and we want to return the minimum number of increment operations in order to make the elements unique. Okay, so in this example, 2 is a duplicate, right? So just by incrementing this particular 2, right? Incrementing this particular 2 by 1, we get 3, right? And hence this array or the elements will be unique, right? Okay, and in order to make this the elements unique, we require only one operation, right? One increment operation to make the elements unique. So we'll return this one. Okay, so this is the problem. Okay, now let's see some other example. For example, let's say we'll be given the array like this, right? So the arrays, they are not going to be sorted, right? They are not going to be sorted. So now how can we solve this problem? Okay, so definitely, like, the efficient way to find duplicates, right? The efficient way to find duplicates is by sorting the array. Okay, so what we'll do, first step will be to sort the array. Okay, so the array will look like this, right? Now, what we are going to do is we will we will start from this particular element, right? We'll start from this particular element. We are going to check the previous element, whether they are equal or not, right? Whether they are equal or not. And also let's have a variable here, increments, right? Increments. Initially it will be 0. So we are going to check here, is the previous element same? No, it is not same. So we'll go ahead, okay, to the next element. Now we'll check, is the previous element same? Yes, it is same. So what we're going to do is we'll have one increment needed variable. What are we going to do? We'll take the current element. Okay, current element, that is, or sorry, not the current element, sorry. We'll take air of I minus 1, okay, minus air of I plus 1, right? So in this case, this will be the formula we are going to use to find out how much is the increment needed, right? So in this case, air of I minus 1 is this particular 2, and air of I is 2, right? So 2 minus 2 plus 1. So what is the increment needed here? It is 1, right? So what are we going to do? This particular, we are going to add with this particular increment needed. So it is going to be 3 now. Okay, it is going to be 3 now. Now, what we are going to do, this particular increment needed also, we are going to add in the increments, right? So it is going to be 1 now. Okay. Then we'll again go to the next element. Okay, we'll again go to the next element here. So when we find that air of I is less than equal to air of I minus 1, okay, which is the current case, right? So air of I is less than equal to air of I minus 1. That means there was a duplicate and we have incremented, right? The previous value we have incremented. Okay, so we are going to use this condition, right? If we have found such case, that means there was a duplicate and we have done some increment operations for the previous element. Okay, so here in this case, again, we are going to use this formula, right? So what is r minus 1 now? What is r minus 1? R minus 1 is 3, right? Which is this, right? R minus 1 is 3. And this particular current element is 2, right? Plus 1 we want to do, right? In order to have the increment needed. So it is going to be what? 3 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So we need two operations, right? Two operations, two increment operations, right? In order to make this unique, right? So what are we going to do here? Now we're going to change it to 4, right? We're going to change it to 4 because 2 plus 2, air of I plus increment needed, we are going to do. Air of I plus increment needed, right? Which is going to be 4. And also what we are going to do? We're going to add this 2 increment needed 2, right? Into the increments, which will make it 3. Okay. Then again, we are going to check, yes, this particular, right? this we are going to come to this particular element, and we are going to check now, is it, is array of I less than, is array of I less than the previous element? Yes, it is. That means there is a duplicate, okay, which we want to make the, now the increment operations. Again, we are going to use this particular formula. So this is going to be what? So current element is, sorry, the previous element is 4. Previous element is 4 minus the current element 3 plus 1, right? Which is give, which is going to give us what? It is going to give us 2, right? So what are we going to do? So we are going to add this 2 to this particular 3 and we'll make it unique. Okay. And also we are going to add this 2 particular to the increments, which will be 5. So our final output is 5. Okay. So there were minimum 5 increment operations needed in order to make this array unique. Okay. That's what we have done. So if you see now, what is the final state of the array? The final state of the array is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this is the final state of the array which has unique elements, and if you see, this is the original array. Okay, so I hope you have got the intuition. Okay, so if you've got the intuition, if you've understood the intuition, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's quickly see. Let's now quickly implement the code. Okay, so first I'll show the Java code. I have already implemented this. Let me reset this so that you'll understand. I'll code with you. Okay. Okay. So yes. So now what are you going to do? The first step, array dot sort. Okay, array dot sort arr. Now we are going to, as I told, we'll start with the second element, right? I less than arr dot length plus I. And also we are going to have one increments variable, right? So what we are going to do now? So we are going to check here if arr of I, right, is less than equal to arr of I minus 1. I have already explained this, right? So this particular condition we want to check, right? Arr of I is less than arr of I minus 1. Then what are you going to do? In increment needed. Increment needed arr of I minus 1 minus arr of I, right? Plus 1. Plus 1 we are going to do, right? And then what are you going to do? Arr of I, it's very much needed. So we are going to add this increment needed into the current element, right? Into the current element in order to make it unique, right? And also what are you going to do? Increments plus equal to increment needed, right? So I've already explained the intuition. So post this, I'll also show this C++ code. Okay, return increments. So now let me compile this. Okay, let me submit it. So the test cases are being processed. I hope you have got the solution. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's quickly see the C++ code as well. Okay, so here we are sorting. First of all, then we are having increments and it is same, whatever we have explained, right? Yeah, in Java. So here we are checking whether the current element, if it is less than equal to r minus 1, that means there is already a duplicate element, okay, which we need to take care. So then we calculate the increment needed. We add the increment needed into the array, okay, into the current element and also into the increments. And then finally we return increments, okay. So this is a solution. I'll also attach the code in the comment section, both Java and C++. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Have a happy, healthy, and a great day. Thank you so much.